Good morning, everyone. Todd Bills here from ShipBob. Hope everyone is doing well on 9/11, and we remember the tragic events that happened at the World Trade Centers. Hope all of us are remembering the sacrifices for all of those folks, and we'll never forget. But appreciate your time this morning. Wanted to share with you a couple of things that are going on. Obviously, there's been a lot of information going out there between all of the carriers as of UPS, FedEx, DHL, the United States Postal Service's surcharges and what that means to their customers. And so we wanted to put together some information. We did send a notification out last night to all of our merchants to help you understand some of the surcharges that are out there. It does get pretty tricky. There's a lot of confusion out there. There's a lot of misinformation, and it's also quite confusing if you even look at the actual carrier websites to be able to piece together when the surcharges hit, when they don't hit, what it applies to, and what it doesn't. So we've tried to put together a very simple table to show you exactly what these surcharges will be, how that will affect you during the peak season, and also the dates that these will be in effect for. There is some confusion, and I have had a couple questions that have been sent to me about the current COVID surcharges that are being charged by FedEx and UPS and most other regional carriers around the country. From what I understand and from what we've gotten writing, those surcharges will end as of November 1st, and that's those separate COVID surcharges. So those will not be in addition to the current, what they call peak season surcharges that all the carriers are now going to apply. So the COVID surcharges that are currently in effect ranges anywhere from 20 cents to 50 cents to 40 cents. It's kind of all over the board that I'm sure you've seen when you've been working with individual carriers. Those will now end on November 1st. However, the peak season surcharges will start at the same time. I think there's one point of confusion that I want to get out there immediately before we start talking about anything else, is that the United States Postal Service is actually implementing service charges about 3 weeks earlier than most of the other standard carriers of UPS, FedEx, and DHL. So the United States Postal Service, as of October 18th, as you can see on this table, will now start actually applying a surcharge, which will start affecting DHL services, FedEx SmartPost services, and also UPS MI, Mail Innovations, or SurePost. So I want to make sure everybody's aware of that. But as you can see, we've tried to highlight up here in the top of our screen the standard shipping options are carrier specific for USPS first class, also expedited. To give you an idea, and how we've broken this down is from 0 to 1 pounds, starting on October 18th through an end date of December 27th. We'll have a 25-cent final surcharge that will be applied on top of every package that goes out. For 1.1 pound to 6 pounds in our standard shipping option, it'll be $1.25, and that will start November 1st and go all the way through January 17th of 2021. And then from 6.1 pounds up to 150 pounds under our standard shipping option, this will be a $2 surcharge, and again, we'll start 11/1 of this month or of this year, and go all the way until January 17th of 2021. When you look at USPS first class, also the surcharges are there from 25 cents to 40 cents depending on the weight. Those do start on October 18th. And also the same thing with media mail. From 0 pounds up to 150 is really a surcharge that'll be zero. Media mail is not affected by this, even though it says it's going to start 11/1 through 1/17. It is a surcharge that we are not going to apply, and we want to make sure that that's people understand that for media mail and media mail only, some very tight restrictions on what qualifies for media mail, but there will not be an extra surcharge. And then also our expedited services of ShipBob 2-day. From 0 to 150 pounds, there'll be a $2 surcharge. From 0 to 150 pounds on expedited 2-day or UPS 2-day, it will be a $2.50 surcharge and the dates are there that you can actually take a look. Now, we have had some questions from some of our merchants that actually have a dedicated carrier for certain lanes or certain products that they use and certain delivery service windows that they want. And so what we've done in the table below is highlight some of those carrier specific charges that you can take a look from 0 to 150 pounds, the final surcharges, what those look like, and how they'll apply. And so I want to encourage everyone to please make sure you're looking at the communication that we send out. If you have any questions, please contact us. The last thing before I sign off is I really want to share with you to be very careful about the last part of our table that shows a large package surcharge. It is already extremely heavy. When I call, in my mind, heavy, no pun intended, from a large package, but it's actually pretty steep when it comes to a cost. But the carriers are actually now even adding an additional $52.50 surcharge that's going to start on October 9th all the way until January 17th. Now, most of our merchants, this won't even apply. There's some information below at the end of our communication that'll help you understand if your packages or orders are going to fall within this large package surcharge. Majority of our merchants, they do not apply. But just want to make sure we be aware, as again, we're trying to be as transparent as possible. In the end, our goal is to try and do everything we can to absorb as much of the cost as we can. If you look at some of the surcharges that are out there for FedEx, UPS, they go upwards of almost $4 per package, depending on the time of the year, whether it's going to be the first 2 weeks of December, what happens through Black Friday and Cyber Monday. We have tried to basically absorb what we can and actually just put it into a flat surcharge. So again, you're not going to see from ShipBob the $3 to $4 surcharges that are going to be added by the carrier. We're going to absorb some of that cost, and we want to make sure that we're just putting some of the surcharges that we can pass through and try to take some of those and absorb some of those as we can. But again, if you have any questions, please make sure you're reaching out to us. Again, we're trying to make a sense of the situation, as it's a very dynamic situation with the carriers. The surcharges are a surprise and really something that is going to drive costs up for everyone. We understand that the carriers have to do this to help cover some of their COVID costs and obviously where the capacity is with their networks. But again, our goal is to try and do everything we can to help your businesses be successful. And we hope this information will be helpful. And if you have any questions, please let us know. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for your business. We appreciate your support. And if you have any questions, please let us know. Thank you and have a great day.